Hello guys, it is 2021 and I am starting this year by sharing a really big announcement. So I have, after 10 years, finally did a collab with a brand. Don't ask me why it took me this long, maybe I'll tell you guys later. But yes guys, I did a collab with Pixi Beauty. I am so excited. If you guys follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you've probably already seen it, already seen all the announcement. But for all of you guys on YouTube that have missed out, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys the palette and how to use it and all that great stuff today. I just don't know where to start, guys. There's so much to say. Okay, let's start here. So Pixi Beauty, I'm sure all of you guys know Pixi Beauty. It's an OG brand that has been around for 20 years. They have really great skincare, amazing makeup, and yeah, they reached out to me around the beginning of last year and they asked me if I wanted to be part of their Pixi Pretty collection. I've seen a handful of my influencer friends that have been part of the previous collection, so I was like, why not, guys? I think it is about time for me to do something. So I went ahead and said yes, and we decided to do a contour palette because I think that makes the most sense for me. You guys know me for doing transformations, changing my face, and all of these features. So we started working on it and we created the Shapeshifter palette. Okay, now I'll show you guys the palette. This is it, guys. Here is my palette. Look at my name. It's like right here. And then in the back, you guys can see the photo of me. And then I just talk about how to use the palette and all that good stuff. But yeah, guys, you guys can actually find this in Target right now. I'll give you guys a full links and everything in the bio. But how crazy is this, guys? I always wanted like a product of me to be sold in stores. That's like a dream come true. So this palette is $22. It was very important for me to partner with a brand that was affordable, and Pixi's known for being luxurious and having very reasonable prices. So that is one of the other reasons why I worked with Pixi. Another thing was I wanted to make sure that it was reachable to all of my followers. Pixi, they ship internationally and they have a lot of stores all around the world. They even have a store in my country, Nepal. So that is really cool because I don't think there's a lot of brands that have a store in my country. I think it's about time for us to do a deep dive and have a closer look at all of the shades and the shade names that I chose, which was probably the best part. So I have a shade name called Momo, guys. This is probably the first time you will see an American makeup brand with Nepali shade names. Like, that was very special to me, and I wanted to make sure that my first collab really represented who I am and my identity. So yeah, guys, we'll talk about it more. Let's go ahead and look at this. So the outer packaging is lavender. I chose this because I thought it would complement the usual Pixi green really well. And then you guys can see the gold details on the front, on the edges. I think it makes it look really fancy. And then on the back, you can see more about me and then also the ingredient list. So now you guys can see there's a total of 9 highlight and contour shades. And yes, this is a powder contour palette. I just feel like people work with more powders than cream, so I wanted to do a powder palette. Now let's look at the back. So all of the shade names, guys, they're associated with my country. Things that I grew up with, like Momo, which is like the best dumpling ever, and Karma, rupees, which is the money from my country, and Kathmandu, which is the city. So there's a lot of meaning to these shade names. And for the formula, guys, it's really rich and nicely pigmented. I'll show you guys the swatches really soon, but it goes on really smooth. It's easy to blend and it's very buildable. So I was really nervous, guys. We did have a little bit of time crunch, but overall I was really satisfied with how it turned out. But yeah, it's also long lasting and it's gonna give you that flawless sculpted look. The pans are huge, guys, so it's gonna last you a long time, and it's also easy to dip your face brushes in. So first we're looking at the highlighters. This one is a creamy vanilla shade called Yak. Next is the shimmery super reflective highlighter called Momo. It's beautiful. And after that we have the banana powderish yellowish highlighter called Himalaya. For the contours, guys, let's go from the lightest to the darkest. So this one right here is called Kathmandu. It's a cool tone shade, kind of like a taupe brown. I use this the most out of everything. And then we have rupees. This is going to give you that golden sun-kissed glow. Next, we have Karma. This is like a warmer brown. I use this for like all over my face. I probably hit pan first with this one. And then after that, we have a rich dark brown called Namaste. And then we also have a really deep chocolate shade that's going to be gorgeous on darker skin tone. It's called Bazaar. And then the last one is a mocha brown called Spice, which I also love. All right, now I want to show you guys how I contour my nose using this palette. I haven't contoured my face or my nose. That's why I look like a bread. But I'm taking Kathmandu and sweeping it with a flat brush from the eyebrow down to the nostrils. So you can make 2 lines on both sides. Depending on how slim you want your nose, you can bring these 2 lines closer together. For the tip of the nose, guys, we're going to apply some more shadow around. This is a really popular nose shape on TikTok right now. It's like a button shaped. So I just wanted to do that. Make sure you soften the contour as much as possible. Okay, next I'm going to use Himalaya, and this is going to be like a blurring layer to really soften up the contour and make the nose shape look as natural as possible. And then to clean out the outer edges of the contour, I like to pick up Yak with a beauty blender and just go a full sweep underneath the eyes to make it look more lifted up. And this is not chalky or drying at all. And the finishing touch, the icing on the nose contour, is applying Momo, this very reflective highlighter on the tip of the nose and also down the bridge. Alright guys, we're going to move on to the cheek contour. So if you're a beginner, you can always use a little brush and slant it down from your ears to your lips, and then you know exactly where to apply. I picked up a little bit because a little bit goes a long way. So this is Kathmandu and Karma together. Now I'm just building up, adding more color. You guys can see that my face is starting to look a bit more defined. Then I'm going to apply some more to intensify the contour. And remember, you are the magician, and with your magical palette, you can basically do anything to your face. So you can hide your double chin, you can shorten your forehead, make it more rounder, you can slim your face, shorten your nose. The possibilities are endless. Okay, look at how sculpted my face looks now, guys. I do not look like a bread anymore. That is why contouring and highlighting is so important, and having a contour palette that is really good and natural like this one, and half a price of a lot of the other contour palettes out there. So yes, lastly, I'm just going to apply Momo on top of my cheekbones and also on top of my brows. So that is how simple and easy it is to use my Shapeshifter palette. I'll be showing you guys a lot more tips and tricks in the future videos, so keep your eyes peeled. So there's my demo of how you can contour your nose and your face using my Shapeshifter palette. That was a bit more like light-handed or more softer everyday contour. Sometimes you guys know I like to use the darker shades for a bit more intense and dramatic look. So also guys, don't be afraid to experiment with this palette and get creative. I wanted to make sure that this palette was multifunctional. So you can use like the darker shades for the eyebrows, eyeshadow, you can use the highlighter shades for the brow bone. Don't forget to try out this palette. I will have the link where you can purchase it in the bio, and when I announced it on my Instagram, a ton of you guys already got the palette, and I am so thankful and grateful to each one of you guys. So yeah, don't forget to share the photos with me, guys. I would love to retweet it, share it in my stories, and hear all of you guys' feedbacks. That's pretty much it. That is my collaboration with Pixi Beauty after so long. And yeah, I'm gonna be back with another video, and guess what, guys? This is gonna be another huge announcement. I wonder if you guys can guess what it is. So yeah, until then guys, take care and bye.